Hi, and you're watching Explain Tutorials. Hi, and welcome to Explain Tutorials. Today we will be discussing the X737 once again, and this is our third tutorial in this series, and we will be discussing the takeoff and just departure procedures with the autopilot and how to deal with the plane in total. Now, first off, I'm sitting on the ground at Toronto, and we have started our engines and installed the plane properly. If you're interested in figuring out how to install this beautiful plane and how to start it up, you can visit our previous tutorials at www.explaintutorials.com. Link will be in the bottom bar, or if you're on our website, up at the top. So now we're going to get started. So I have my flight plan filed from, I just got my flight plan down here. We're going from Toronto to Chicago O'Hare. So I've got that all set up in there, and we are going to start our taxi procedure. Now once we start taxiing, we just bring up our throttles a bit, and we're going to taxi at about 12 knots ground speed as indicated here. We'll wait until our speed gets up. Okay, so now that we got a nice taxi speed going there, we're going to get our autopilot all set up. Now this is not any ordinary autopilot that you have here. It's the most complex and the most realistic in X-Plane. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you just how to get things set up. So first off, we're gonna want to set up our initial altitude, and I'm just gonna get initial altitude of 5,000. That's what the controller gave me, so I'll set that in there. You can set that by using the just going on top of the actual knob, and you'll see this little button on top. This little indicator on your mouse that comes up. It's not like the ordinary one where you go on the right and you change it a bit. And there's also a little indicator. That means if you're just going a little bit on top, then it'll change by 100 increments. But if you go farther up, it'll change by 500 increments. Same with the IAS Mach speed here. It's the same as all the ordinary autopilots. You can go up by 5 or up by 1 with the smaller little increments. So we're going to set our departure speed at about 250 knots. Now once we got that set up, we can turn our flight director up. So we're going to flick that up. So that's going to arm our flight director, and we're going to flick our auto throttle up. Now we're not going to want to touch anything yet since we arm those, but that's pretty much it for setting up your departure. Now if you want to set up your FMC to follow your FMC right after you take off, we can just flick this to the right 2 times and that'll switch to FMC. And there you go. So now we're ready for departure, and once we get to the runway, we'll continue there. Okay, we're now arriving at the runway. We're going to turn our taxi lights off, and we are going to turn our landing lights on. So make sure everything's all ready for departure. Okay, get clearance from ATC, and we'll just pull up on the runway now. Now we can also set our heading here to whatever we like. So okay, we're setting our heading here. We can set that to runway heading. So I'm taking off on runway 33 right, I believe. So we're going to put that on heading of 330. Okay, now we are ready for departure. So right after departure, I'm going to turn direct heading to Arthur. So full throttles now. And you should see our throttles going up. And here we go. Okay, now that we're airborne, we got a positive rate of climb. We're going to put our gears up, and now we're going to start the autopilot process. First, we're going to start by pushing the speed button, which is going to hold our speed at 250 knots. Now we want to head up to 5,000. We're going to engage the CMD, and we are now going sorry, we click the CMD and then we're going to click the speed button. Now it'll hold our speed. Now we're going to click the vertical speed button and set our vertical speed to what we would like to climb to our altitude. So we're going to set this up to 5,000. And we're going to set our vertical speed now. I'm going to set that to about 3,000 feet per minute, maybe 2,500. Now once that's engaged, our airplane should take control of itself. Beautiful. And now we want to head direct to Arthur. So we're going to click this LNAV button, and that'll turn us directly to Arthur. Now what we're going to want to do, we're going to hit our FMC, the direct to button, and that will head us direct to Arthur. Now there you go, that's it for the autopilot process. Now if you didn't quite catch everything, I will go through it step by step again here, just with you quickly. Now first off, what we're going to do, we're going to quickly turn on Flight Director here, flick that up. We're going to flick the auto throttle up. That's what you do before takeoff. Now when you're airborne, you're going to turn the CMD on. You're going to flick the speed switch. Then you're going to click the altitude hold. You're going to set your altitude. Then you're going to hit the VS button. Once you hit the VS button, set the vertical speed to whatever you like. Just like the increments for the altitude, you're going to flick this up here by 500 or small increments of 100. And that'll get you airborne and everything. And then to intercept the flight path for the nav, you're going to hit the LNAV button. And that's it for pretty much takeoff. I will be with you later for en route and arrival into an airport, and we'll teach you how to actually land with the autopilot and ILS. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please subscribe and visit our website, xplanetutorials.com. Thank you for watching.